Wristwatches have become an essential accessory and even a fashion statement for both men and women since their introduction in the 16th century. Their design, features, and mechanisms have evolved significantly over time, with many talented watchmakers producing timepieces that could easily be considered works of art. Today, we'll look at the world's most expensive luxury watch brands right now, with prices ranging from a few $1,000s to well over $1 million for a one-of-a-kind piece. Number 10. Jaeger Le Coultre. Swiss watchmaker Jaeger Le Coultre, founded in 1833 by Antoine Le Coultre, has revolutionized the timekeeping industry with numerous innovations over the years. For example, they invented the world's smallest caliber, the most complicated wristwatch, and the world's first keyless watch, which relied on a small push piece that allowed a lever to switch from one function to another. Fine timepieces from Jaeger Le Coultre start around $4,000 and can cost well over $1 million for exquisite watches like the $1,474,070 Hybris Mechanica a Grande Sonnerie. This incredible timepiece is made up of over 1,300 parts and can play the entire Big Ben chiming sequence. Number 9. Breguet. Breguet, another Swiss manufacturer, takes pride in being one of the oldest watchmakers still in production, with a history that dates back to 1775 in Paris. The company relocated to Vallée de Joux, Switzerland, in 1976, and among their inventions are Abraham Louis Breguet's tourbillon and the world's first wristwatch, made in 1810. Their timepieces are currently priced between $6,000 and $400,000, but they could go even higher for one-of-a-kind pieces. Breguet even created watches for King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, with the Breguet No. 160 Grand Complication, also known as the Marie Antoinette, containing every watch function known at the time and encased in gold with sapphires inside to reduce friction. Unfortunately, the Queen did not live to see the completion of the watch, which is now on display at the LA Mayer Institute for Islamic Art in Jerusalem. Number 8. Blancpain. Blancpain SA, headquartered in Port-d'Aix, Le Brassis, Switzerland, is a Swiss luxury watch manufacturer. It creates, manufactures, distributes, and sells high-end mechanical watches. Jean-Jacques Blancpain founded this company in 1735, and each of their products is handcrafted by a single watchmaker, making these timepieces extremely rare and valuable. The prices range from $6,000 to $500,000, and according to their slogan, they have never made or will ever make quartz watches. Rolex produces approximately 2,000 watches per day, whereas Blancpain produces approximately 30, making it much more difficult to obtain one. One of their most impressive watches is also one of the most complicated timepieces in the world, produced in a limited run of only 30 pieces, with one more added each year. Number 7. Louis Moinet. Louis Moinet, the chronograph's inventor, was born into a prosperous farming family in Bourges, France, and was a French horologist, sculptor, and painter. Louis Moinet's workshop, founded in 1806, by the inventor of the chronograph, produced some extraordinary clocks for world leaders and celebrities such as Napoleon Bonaparte, Tsar Alexander I, King George IV of England, and Thomas Jefferson. Louis Moinet's watches were considered true works of art, and his early timepieces can be found in museums such as the Louvre, Château de Versailles, and the Palazzo Pitti. His company's standard watches range in price from $8,000 to $26,000. Number 6. Audemars Piguet. Audemars Piguet Holding SA, headquartered in Le Brassis, Switzerland, is a Swiss manufacturer of luxury mechanical watches and clocks. Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Piguet founded the company in the Vallée de Joux in 1875, and it was renamed Audemars Piguet & C in 1881. Audemars Piguet, a Swiss luxury watchmaker, was founded in 1875 by two friends, Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Piguet, who wanted to create complex watch movements that would soon take over the world. Audemars Piguet is currently one of the world's most renowned watchmakers, and each component of their timepieces is still handcrafted using traditional techniques. Their watches range in price from $8,000 to $250,000. Number 5. Piaget. Piaget has been creating luxury watches and luxury jewelry treasures by combining the refinement of a jeweler with the sophistication of a watchmaker. The Piaget secret to fine jewelry making is hidden within this one-of-a-kind savoir-faire. Nearly 100 crafts performed side by side at the heart of the manufacture bring to life works of art glistening with diamonds, sapphires, rubies, and emeralds. Piaget high-end jewelry is filled with emotion and brings joy to all who wear it. Their prices range from $10,000 to $210,000 nowadays, and some of their watches could be considered fashionable jewelry, such as the Altiplano Caliber 1200D, which costs $152,000 and is just loaded with gems, has an internal structure crusted in diamonds, and a highly complex mechanism. Number 4. Roger Dubuis. This Swiss watchmaker, founded by Carlos Diaz and Roger Dubuis, is much younger than the competition, with only 20 years in the field, but the quality of their craftsmanship is exceptional, making their watches highly valued. A Roger Dubuis timepiece can be purchased for anywhere between $11,000 and $156,000, but some exquisite pieces sell for much more. The Millesime Double Flying Tourbillon, which was produced in a limited edition of only 88 pieces, is a good example. This mesmerizing timepiece, which sells for $263,000, it was designed by Roger Dubuis himself and is one of the most accurate watches ever made. The company also makes an appearance on the $1 million watch list with the Excalibur Quatuor, which is made entirely of silicon and weighs half as much as titanium but has 4 times the durability. This incredible timepiece has an RD101 movement that makes it extremely accurate, and it costs around $1,125,000. Number 3. Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe, founded in 1851 in Geneva, is widely regarded as the most prestigious watchmaker in the world, having supplied watches to Queen Victoria since its inception. Their timepieces have some of the most complex mechanisms and range in price from $10,000 to $780,000. Patek Philippe has created some of the most expensive watches ever sold, including the Henry Graves Super Complication, which was sold for $11 million in 1999 and again for $24 million in 2014. Number 2. Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin, along with Patek Philippe and Piguet, is one of the 3 best traditional watchmakers with a continuous history. They created timepieces for Napoleon Bonaparte, Pope Pius XI, Harry Truman, and the Duke of Windsor, as well as the world's first engine-turned dials. For the 250th anniversary, they created a limited edition of 7 tour de relais pieces, each with 2 faces to accommodate all of their displays. With a price of $1,538,160, these watches had a second time zone, a perpetual calendar, a sunset time indicator, and many other features, making them one of the most complicated watches ever made. If you want a less expensive Vacheron Constantin watch, the starting price is $11,000 USD. Number 1. I Lange Söhne. The best high-end watches are probably made in Germany, more specifically in Glaschut, near Dresden. I Lange Söhne, founded in 1845, had a long history of producing high-quality pocket watches. The company went out of business in 1948, but it was resurrected in 1990, with their first wristwatches released in 1994. I Lange watches have a distinct look that is sometimes referred to as Teutonic in its austerity, combining perfect mechanical movement with gold or platinum cases. The most affordable watches start at $14,000 and can go up to $580,000 or more. For example, the Grand Complication watch, unveiled at SIHH 2013, was priced at $2,497,000 and included a minute repeater, a monopusher chronograph with split seconds function, a perpetual calendar, and a display of the moon phases. That concludes the video about top 10 most expensive luxury watch brands in the world. What do you think about our list? Let us know in the comment section below. And make sure to hit the like button. And subscribe to our channel for more future updates.